Hello everyone, Danny here, and today, if you can't tell by my getup, I am going to be talking about Joe DeSana's book, Spartan Up. I've owned this book for about 2 years now. This is my second or third time listening to it. When the Spartan season comes around or I'm getting ready for a race, I kind of like to listen to it again. It's a good motivator. And this year especially, my middle son Jonah, my nephew Nathan, and myself, we have all agreed that we are going to do a Spartan trifecta together. And April 22nd, we're running our Super in Seattle. August, we're running our Sprint here in Washougal. And then in September, we're running the Beast back in Seattle. So we have it all scheduled, all mapped out. Anyone who's familiar with the Spartan can tell by the coloring on my medals. I've done 3 sprints, never done a Super, never done a Beast. This is my first shot at the trifecta, and I am looking forward to it. Anyone who's a big Spartan racer has probably listened to this book already because it's written by the founder of the Spartan races, the founder and creator, Joe DeSana, and it gives you a really good look inside his head. This book is partially an autobiography. He does quite a bit of telling about his childhood, his teenage years, his early years in business, a lot of the adventure. He's done some extreme adventure races. You know, I do the Spartan races, and I get a real sense of accomplishment when I do them. My goal for all of my sprints has been to complete it, and to complete it without having to do burpees. If you fail on an obstacle, you've got to do 30 burpees. I came close once, made it to the final obstacle, and fell off the rope. Otherwise, I've always had to do burpees. I even stuck the spear throw that time. Fell off the rope in the last obstacle. Yeah. So that's still a goal of mine, still a goal to accomplish that. He's done like the really extreme, week-long, people regularly die or end up brain damaged kind of adventure races that don't sound like fun, don't sound like adventure to me at all. They just sound like pure torture, and I'm listening to him talk about it going, why in the world would anyone ever want to do that? But Joe DeSana, to me, seems a little nuts. And based on his book, I think if he was sitting here with me and he heard me say that I thought he was a little nuts, rather than being offended, he'd be like, yeah, I'm nuts. You better believe it. I'm more nuts than you are. Come on, catch up with my nuts. Kind of a thing. He's, you know, the book is part personal philosophy. He gives personal philosophy on some parenting, different areas of life. As an example of why I think the guy might be a little bit nuts, one of his personal philosophies is that you never know what life is going to throw at you. You need to be prepared for whatever's coming down the track next. The best way to be prepared for whatever is coming down that track next is to make your life now as challenging and as difficult as you can possibly make it. Anything you can do to make your life more miserable, do it, because then you will be better prepared for the future. It's his personal philosophy, not one of mine. I do believe that we focus too much on comfort, and we do need to make our lives a little less comfortable, just not quite to the degree that he carries it. The book is partially a diet book, but not in the sense of, you know, eat so much protein, eat so many grams of carbs, so many grams of fat, or this is what sugar does to your body. You take and your glucose goes up and all that kind. More of a, you know what, quit eating the crap. If your grandparents ate it, it's good. If your grandparents didn't eat it, it's bad. That kind of just a basic common sense. Start thinking about what you're eating and eat something healthy. If you can't understand the label, or you can't understand the ingredients list, why do you want it in your body? It's partially a fitness book, but not in the sense of, okay, so for this workout, we're going to do 3 sets of 10 of flat bench, 3 sets of 10 of dumbbell flies, nothing like that. This is the correct way to do a curl. None of that kinds of stuff. More of a get up off your butt and go out and move, huh? Chop wood, climb a mountain, climb a tree. I don't care. Just start moving. Get your body in action. It is very much a motivational book. And this is where the person he picked to be the reader, I love his narrator. His narrator has a deep, gravelly drill instructor sound to him. A real warrior kind of a sound. And the whole thing with the Spartan races is it's supposed to be like an warrior kind of an ethos, and that comes across in the book. It's a motivational in the sense of, get up and do it. Why are you sitting down? I didn't give you permission to sit down. I didn't give you permission to quit. You don't quit till I tell you you can quit. Now get up and get moving. Like that. Very much what my drill instructors were like in boot camp. And I'll tell you, the reason I ran my first Spartan sprint was because I saw this and I thought, dude, that reminds me of some of the stuff I did when I was in the Marine Corps. I miss those days. I miss that warrior ethos. I miss that feeling of a mission, of a brotherhood that you only get in the military. I've got a nephew, Alex. He's going through naval boot camp right now. He's going to learn what I'm talking about. I miss that. I want that back. And a lot of the people, that's why they do these OCRs, obstacle course races, is because you get that. And the reader does such a great job with his voice. I mean, he sounds like a boot camp drill instructor, in your face kind of a guy. The book is written in a boot camp drill instructor, in your face kind of a thing. He does swear, he does use the F word in it. In fact, he wanted the title of the book to be Spartan the F Up. And the publishers said, no, can't do that. But so it is Spartan Up. The book goes through the history and the evolution of the Spartan races. That's very interesting to learn and hear about. It's partially a transformation book. He definitely believes that his races can change lives, and he gives examples of how they have changed lives, and I'm not in a position to argue or disagree with that at all. The book definitely promotes the Spartan races, but you don't get the feel that it is promoting them because he just wants you to attend and he gets to make money off of your attending the races. You get the feeling that he is promoting this and he wants you to join the Spartan community because he believes that it will improve and transform your life. He truly believes that if every American got off the couch and got involved in Spartan races, one, it would give them the motivation to get off the couch, to start training, to start getting healthy, lose weight, be able to move again. So it has that promotional aspect to it. It comes across very strongly in the book, but it comes across as a, hey, I believe in this. I'm passionate about this. Come join me kind of a promotional thing. Not a, yes, buy this. We'll change your life. Woohoo! And if you act within the next 20 minutes, nothing like that at all. I like listening to the book prior to me running a race, which is what I've just done, because it kind of gets your mindset, into that whole, gets you excited and pumped up about what's coming. And anyone who's ran these, a common theme with, last year, my middle son, Jonah, my youngest son, Justin, my nephew, Nathan, and my sister, Annetta, we all ran it together, and the consensus at the end was, oh my God, why did we put ourselves through that? That was misery. I'm exhausted. I'm scraped up and bleeding from crawling through the mud and under barbed wire, and every bone and muscle in my body hurts. Why did I do that? And we're going to do this again next year, right? Okay, yeah, good. So, I hope you have a wonderful day. Any feedback, feel free to send it my way. And Spartan up!